Bum, 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 ba-dum, bum, ba-dum. Bum, 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 ba-dum, bum, ba-dum. Bum, bum. All right, well, you know where that's going. Look, we're talking about the boxing empire right now. And there's no bigger boxing empire than Golden Boy Promotions. A lot of people are going to tell you top ranked promotions, but it is not. Golden Boy has taken the helms and they have not relinquished it at all. Though HBO is starting to be a little lenient, but besides Manny Pacquiao, Top Rank really has nothing going. Now, Golden Boy Promotions came along. A lot of people ask me because they don't know. How did this start? Like where did Richard Schaefer come from? And how did him and Oscar De La Hoya meet and blah blah blah. But you just gotta look at Richard Schaefer's career. Okay, he's the Swiss banker. We already know that. Given to his credit, when he came here with Swiss Bank, which is now UBS. That's the largest bank in Switzerland. Okay, and that was like back in the 80s. And he got married back in the 90s or whatever. He was already wealthy, rich man. And his wife Lilith, or whatever, is Lilia. She has a friend, well, not a friend, but her nephew was friends with Oscar, and that's how they met. And then they started talking, and now that friend, Raul James, is the vice president of boxing operations for Golden Boy. But that's how they met, and he wanted to start a business, but that was a gamble. There's no guarantee that you're gonna make multi millions of dollars or do all of these things. Everything is a risk. If you go back and watch the Barrera um, Eric Morales fight, the last fight, that fight was for everything. That fight was for the marbles. That fight was for who was going to lead on HBO. People never knew that. And you watch that fight to its entirety. Watch everything until the credits go off. If you can find the post fight comments, go to the press conference. It led to a war between Top Rank and Golden Boy that lasted for years. For years. No Top Rank fighter could fight a Golden Boy fighter, and vice versa. And it destroyed the ranking systems, and the belts didn't really mean anything, and it really hurt boxing rather than help it because Bob Arum couldn't accept what was happening to him. Now, Golden Boy has a problem, and it's something they do. They don't really develop talent well. They're trying, they're learning because they're new to this. They're trying to develop talent. But what they do is because they have all these dates with HBO, it's they're forced to have this talent produced right away. They don't have years to develop the talent. So to their discredit and to something that's not their fault, they got to put fighters in fights when they're not ready. Amir Khan is pretty much not ready, but HBO wants that now. Victor Ortiz, that's the fight that HBO wants. And they need it now. So they got to try to stage these shows and showcases them and bring them up so that hopefully one day they'll be ready to take the helm. But other companies have, came out and attacked them because HBO has backed them. Golden Boy has all the dates. If you want to get dates, you got to talk to Golden Boy. Now, because of the Manny Pacquiao issue and the power that Bob Arum has with Pacquiao, he uses it as a bargaining chip to get dates. He's the only guy that's in play that they release some of the power or the chokehold on these other promotional companies. That's why you don't see Don King Promotions, main events. They build these fighters up and they come and take them. Like Gary Shaw did with Corrales. They came and took him. And there's no more loyalty in the game. Look at the Juan Diaz situation. Juan Diaz, Don King had to pay him a substantial amount of money to keep him because Golden Boy comes and make an offer that's so high that you can't match it. to keep your fighter. Now you done spent all your money developing this fighter into something to where the money is going to start to come in, and here it comes when he gets near the end of his contract. Here comes this big money from this big company called Goldenboy Promotions, and right away, boom, they're going to sign with the big money, and then that company's left out in the dust. And they spent all this money investing into these fighters to try to build them up. That's called poaching. And I just hopefully I educated a lot of people out there about the boxing game once again. But this is the business of boxing. I think we're on 4. So I think it's entitled to that. But the rabbit hole goes a lot deeper. It's going to last longer than 10 minutes. So I don't want to go into it fully. But I want to give you an idea on pretty much the ideal of boxing. Golden Boy has cleaned up a lot of different things in boxing as far as the dirty politics with a lot of these promoters. So all these guys who's getting screwed over now, they had it coming to them. They screwed over a lot of fighters and made a lot of money off them. So everything that's coming back to them now is it's almost like just due. It's their time. So you just gotta survive right now and try to think of a new way to where you can get your money. Now, the partnership with Golden Boy Promotions. Shane Mosley and Bernard Hopkins are not partners in Golden Boy. Neither was Antonio Barrera. That's why it was so easy to move him. They're not partners. They just got a percentage and was paid off certain fights. They didn't get. You think Bernard Hopkins got paid off that Floyd Mayweather fight? No. It's no problem. If that was the case, Shane Mosley wouldn't have had a flat fee to fight Floyd Mayweather. He would have already had percentages coming in as a partner, and he's not. If you're not an equity partner, then what are you? So that's just a joke. But what they do is they use their names, because their names is worth more than seeing them fight anybody. They use their names as part of the promotion to generate interest and fans. For the younger fights that are coming up, they'll have Shane Mosley there. They'll have Bernard Hopkins. It's the name that they want. So they'll say, hey, we're partners. But they're not all equal partners, no. But they receive some money, but no, not partners. It's Carcino. I'm out. And I will address a message that was given back to me indirectly, supposedly from Freddie Roach. But I'll talk about that later.